nice. Tyler, mate, we're out at Jamboree. What do you reckon? We've already seen a bit of the action.
We certainly have. It is raining at the moment, so we thought, what better time to film an intro while there's just a bunch of ads playing.
Towards the end of the day, while it's raining, we thought we'd film the start of the video.
Yeah, that's usually how we work.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. We film the intro at the start.
Well, you want to see a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes, a bit of the off-track footage, and whatever else we find to throw in here, then stay tuned and have a bit of a look. And before you do,
jump down below, hit like, subscribe, consider becoming a member, and we'll crack straight into it.
What's up, boys? How you doing?
g'day Colin. You had to come down here and have a chat, mate. You've had a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, look, we brought both the cars out this week, so we were planning on testing on Wednesday, but we didn't get enough numbers, so we tested the cars Thursday, Friday this week. So we brought the Mitsubishi out, the 4-cylinder, and we also brought out the Pro Mod car and the V8. So, but we're not running both the cars today. We're just going to focus on the V8 today. We wanted to trial a few new things on the Mitsubishi in the last couple of days, so we sort of did that. And we had one hit with it this morning, but we had a few issues on the start line. Not really the car's fault, but just a few things went down. But we were going to focus on the Mustang today. So.
And you're happy with how it's running?
Yeah, look, we've had the Mustang for a couple of years. It's just we haven't been out with it and done a lot of laps in it. Obviously, the COVID component stopped a lot of racing. So last time we were in this car was Jamboree August 2019.
Right.
So it's been nearly 2.5 years nearly of not being in the seat of this car. So
I think in 2019 you might have had 3 cars here that one.
Yeah, we did. We had 3 cars, and that kind of bit us in the bum. Nothing, just first time we've ever tried to run 3 cars, but when you got 2 clutch cars, you got to turn around. They're running in high-end brackets, Pro Compact, Factory Extreme, and then Pro Mod. So it was a lot for the team. We got a great team, obviously, and a lot of good people, but we found it was too hard to run the 3 cars, you know. So now we just step back a little bit, and then today we just focus on the 1 car.
And it's definitely family racing as well, isn't it?
Oh, Yeah, look, the group of people that we race with, and they're friends of ours. Some of them work for me, and we make it a real family event, and that's what Jamboree is all about as well. Kelly obviously drives the Ute for us, and she'll be back out in that again soon. And she's driven the Mustang before, gone fast in that, but she runs the Jamboree, and she does a fantastic job doing that. But also we like to socialise a little bit and get all our families amongst it, all the kids and the people. And so we have a great...
G'day, Overtakers. We're back. Yep. Yep, we are. Back after the weekend road trip. Of course, we've worked a few days in between road trip and the show. Oh, hang on, no one can hear you. Give me a second. I just realised I've busted this up and I've got myself in here twice. Hang on a sec. So no one can hear you still. Hang on. There we go. They should be able to hear you maybe.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Everyone hear me
now I got you coming through. There we go.
So they didn't hear about all the stuff the really important stuff that I was just talking about. They missed all
unfortunately.
of that. I gave out the winning lotto numbers for this week, and they
it's
missed
unfortunate.
That. Damn. Sorry guys, you've missed out. You didn't hear it, but I did. I did share the winning lotto numbers. I'm not going to use them myself. That was for anybody that didn't hear me.
Yeah.
But hello everybody. Hello. So we are back. We are back home. We are here after massive weekend, and we haven't been on live for a little bit. Oh well, we've been on live, but not on live.
Yep. Exactly.
How's that work?
We've been on live drag racing, not live podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So the podcast is back.
Yeah, let's do some shout outs to the comments like we usually do. We got Chris Young. It's an RC car. G'day. James Bayliss.
G'day,
Bon. How you going?
G'day,
Kelly
mate.
Watts. Welcome back after the weekend.
James Kelly.
Darren Davidson. Nan's in the chat. Shane Sermon.
Hey.
Keep scrolling along. Carnage. G'day. How are you? Southie. G'day, Southie. Mad Cow Mark. How you going?
G'day, Mark. G'day, mate.
Green is nice. Gary, how are you?
Gary, I just
Talk Hub Media.
I caught up last night on Gary on his video. I watched what did I watch last night? Doing the Boars.
Yep.
So I'm working my way. I'm catching up. I don't know if I'm up to date yet. Gary was quick with the videos.
Mad Kiwi dropped us $20. Guys. Legend. Talk Hub Media. Yep, that's where I was at. John Lee. G'day. Terry Hankins. Ricky. J Chun Tai. G'day.
G'day.
Mark Biffin.
Biffo. G'day, mate.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Huggy. G'day. Mum's in the chat.
I was pretty busy running around at.
G'day, Scotty. How are you?
Road trip.
And Roy. G'day. Skid Pig. Johnny. How you going?
Hey. It's amazing you can be out there for a weekend and then realise there's cars there that you didn't even see. That were doing passes and.
Paul the pilot. How are you?
How I missed them. G'day, Paul. G'day. 30 people there watching. Get on there, hit the like button for us, share it out.
Smash the like button.
About some cars.
Subscribe if you haven't.
We'll have a chat about some car stuff tonight. Just a pretty relaxed podcast tonight.
Yeah, a bit of chat with the chat. I don't actually have any news stories at the moment.
No news stories. So it's all about just catching up, talking a little bit about our weekend, I guess, and road trip. Maybe a
Paul
bit about
Simons,
what's coming up in the videos. G'day, Paul. I'm up to date, Gary. Thanks, mate. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 come out very quickly after number 1. So I watched 1. So the green is nice. Get over there and check that out. I am interested. I think it is interesting to see how a blind guy builds an engine.
Yep.
So check out Green is Nice and check out Gary and have a look at his videos. We're actually seeing he's got very limited sight, and we'll see how he rebuilds an engine. So
Mm-hmm.
by feel and
Yep.
sound, lots of it. So and a little bit of help along the way from Steve. But yeah, check it out. Go and have a look and share it. Help a guy out. So I think it's a good idea. I think it's pretty legendary. Something different to check out, and it's not usual like the rest of us, right? Like it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I am interested in it. Have you had a look yet, Tyler?
I've watched. I have watched the first episode. I haven't watched the second one yet.
Haven't watched second yet.
No, I've just been catching up on Cletus's latest videos. Have you been watching
I'm behind on those.
I've been watching that and also Bang Shift. I've been doing the live streaming of the Rocky Mountain Race Week.
Yeah, I should have that going in the background while I'm working. I think James might have shared that in Discord.
He did, yep.
He did, and I didn't get on it. So you think you would have reminded me, Tyler? So,
I should have.
Should have.
It's normally you reminding me about that sort of stuff.
So message from Gary there. Next episode, he shows how he actually does the measuring and that sort of thing. Blind. It'll give everyone a bit of a better idea. Yeah, cool. Like I know the fingernail for the ring gaps. I sound a long way away. They're saying it's probably because the microphone might be too far away. I don't think I could change my settings while I'm in the show. Can I?
Not sure. You're going well up into the yellow now. I played with your volume a little bit as well.
Okay, yeah, because I got the microphone a little bit away from my mouth, so
you can keep it a little bit away if you want, but just try and keep it close as you can.
I need room to fit a glass. So, what is distracting is I've noticed I've got the subtitles on, watching us back as well at the same time, and the subtitles are very distracting. Might have to fix those.
I might need to open it up so I can see what it's like on my other monitor.
Yeah, have a look.
James says, so you're like me, Tyler, got nothing done this week. No, pretty good. Doing well this week. Doing well.
Work-wise?
Kicking some goals, yep. Smashing some things out.
Busy.
Yep.
So.
Getting into the nitty-gritty of it. There we go. Better mute that so people don't have to listen to us twice.
That'll be a bit of an issue. Twice. Does that help?
Or was that you wanted an echo?
Just a flash computer guy with all these sound effects. I don't know where we're going to start talking about. I've got so many things in my head at the moment. I could talk about everything. I've had a lot going on.
Well, let's start with road trip. Let's start with road trip because that's where we were on the weekend. You know, neither of us raced. Yep. Well, you got to do one pass.
Yes.
Yep. And it was about two. It was about 2 ute passes, nearly.
It was. Sister Bluebird. G'day.
G'day, Sister
Central
Bluebird.
Coast, just up there. Wow. How are you enjoying Australia, Sister Bluebird? I think.
Cheers, Paul. Thanks for that.
There's a question. How's the car going after road trip weekend?
We'll get to that in 2 seconds. I was just going to say thanks for that, Paul. Paul said the road trip coverage on the from the weekend was on point, and that's largely thanks to our team as well. We've got Brad and we got Trev. They're out on the cameras all day, smashing it out. And this for the road trip weekend, we don't usually use the burnout box camera as much, although it does add a lot to the stream because Brad's getting around trying to help film interviews and everything like that for the normal videos, and then we got Mum, Paige, and Beck as well behind the scenes helping out, selling merch, and just helping keep the wheels turn.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, it's simple. $100.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Woo!
That's a big one.
Thank you. Right.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Can you give a cheers to that one? You got your glass there. You cheers it
Heck
into you got
yeah.
to cheers it into the webcam. There you go.
Oh, if I slide the glass on the microphone, it makes a bit of a noise. Was that loud?
That made a weird noise. Yes, he wasn't really loud. Jason Tompkins, how are you?
Thank you.
Jay got to do some on track entertainment at the Darwin V8s. There you go. That would have been pretty wicked.
Oh, really? That would be
Legend,
really
it's
awesome.
simple. Thank you for that. That's massive.
I'm blown away by that. I'm absolutely blown away. Mate, that's cool. No, look, yeah, the weekend, big shout outs to Tyler, Brad, and Trev in particular. Did the heavy lifting out there. Tyler did heaps. He was definitely doing a lot with the editing. I got to run around and do some interviews and bits and pieces and
You
work
got to
on
drive a cart.
work on things like stealing golf carts.
G'day,
And stuff
Tay.
for
How
the
are you?
interviews.
Hey,
Customer relations.
some of those shots from the golf cart turned out pretty good. So
I thought they'd be good. We need one of those.
we do.
We definitely need one of those. It was actually really good. Oh, Jay, yes. Tiny towing. Of course, I just see the picture now. Yes, I know who Jay
Yep.
is. That thing's sick.
But we'll get back
Yeah,
to
no,
James's
it was
question.
really good to get around the pits. Oh, yeah, back to James quick. How's the cars?
How's the cars going after Road Trip weekend? The cars are good. The Skyline is it's going good. There's a little bit going on there that's that we might be straying away from the idea of a brand new clutch in the car.
So, there's a lot of little funny things. You got the was it like the air? There's an aircon thing popped
Yeah,
up
so
now.
there's
That
something
happened across the weekend?
like a. Apparently, from what I've googled, I'll need to do some more googling rather than my rushed googling while I'm doing the stream.
Yep.
Is that there's some sort of like cog or something in the dash that turns on at the start when the aircon goes or something like that. And apparently if that misses a tooth, it makes this clicking noise for like the first 10 seconds, which is what this is doing. So
Yeah,
that's
just
like, yeah.
you hear it clicking coming out of the dash when you turn it on, and that started Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday, during Sunday.
Yeah, and it's just probably 10 times click, 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 click. Yeah, and then it stops, right?
Yep. And then you don't have any of it after that. It's fine.
So that's random. The clutch got it had a hard weekend. The clutch has never been right in that thing. You had issues when you very first got it as well,
Yeah.
and we've not really done anything with it other than we did
Beat
the
on
fluid.
it.
Yeah, did the fluid. You've beat on it a lot. You've had it down to Subi Dynamics.
Yep, JRM.
JRM.
They've
Auto Garage, and they
Ian's been under there adjusting it, trying to pull it back out from the dash.
But
because it's like nearly basically on the floor. But it's sort of it's weird because it keeps heading that way. It's back closer to the floor again.
Well, I think the thing is with that is hill starts are really easy on it, right? Because it's like on the floor is clutch in. Anything more than a millimeter off the floor is clutch out.
Yes. Yep.
Is pretty much so. Hill starts is probably the easiest hill start car around, right?
It is. Yep.
So there's a question about the F truck, Biffo. I'll get to that in a minute. That's a good question. We'll talk about that.
We've got one from Shane as well. We'll get to that.
Okay. Keep a list of those questions because there's some good questions there to talk through. But we'll keep with the Skyline. So the clutch, it got a bashing. It's had a bashing before. So it wasn't Page's doing.
No, and it's probably had a pretty hard life before us.
Yeah.
As well.
As
a drift car, yeah. So it's probably been clutch kicked a few times.
Yeah, I remember how upset you get about that.
Yes. That's because you got to do it before I got to do it.
in saying that, it's had a hard time, that clutch, and it's still working, right? So you drove home okay?
Yep. Yeah, perfect. Cruised home
Finally.
fine, no issues at all.
Ego boost.
Yep.
Dado
Street
Holic,
driving's good.
thanks for the sub.
Thank you. So Skyline did well.
Yep.
Page started the weekend in running 10s. There'll be
Yeah,
more
like
in
10,
the recap of
10
the
fives, yeah.
video for them. Yeah, so we got a video of Paige and Sally's weekend.
Yep.
It'll be out in a few weeks.
Mhm.
How did I get the keys, James says? If the clutch is struggling. But yeah, she did, and she was down to 8 seconds by the end of it. 8.4s?
8799.
8799. There you go.
Yep.
Big
G'day UFO.
change. G'day, mate. G'day, UFO.
Yep. It'll be an even bigger change in the future.
Hopefully, I've got lots of things to catch up with you about Alex in coming weeks. We'll wait and see.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll wait. We'll see how we go. We've it's budget, you know,
Mhm.
for Tyler. He's only bought a house in the last year, and you are looking at getting a new daily because you're driving the car that you've had since you were 15.
Yep.
So you've had the Mirage for 10 years.
Interest rates are going up.
Interest rates are going up. You've got a Mitsubishi Mirage you've had for 10 years since you were 15. You've still got your first car as your daily.
Yeah, it'll probably stay around for a little while yet, just because we can't afford to get rid of it. I know, and look, if I do a couple of little things, little maintenance things like put a new timing belt on it, which we've got, with the community and people we've met through doing the channel, I've got some mates who can give us a hand to do that. Just got to buy the parts and then do those little things and just keep it running for now so that I can do mods to the Skyline.
Yep.
So.
And we'll work towards it, but that's your hope. But you'll get a daily, and you'll keep the Mirage as a second car. Is that what you mean by it'll stay around for a bit longer?
Yep. Yeah. So I'll drive it to work when I go into the office and stuff, and then I can borrow the other car if we've got to go like longer distances or something, rather than taking the Mirage.
You're not buying a new car?
No. We're just buying around 2015, 2016 model. Like we're looking at iX35s at the moment. They seem to be quite nice. So.
Okay. I think I don't think you go too wrong with that price.
No.
They are.
We don't want to go something too big so that we have horrible fuel economy. With the way prices are at the moment of petrol, where these smaller mid-size SUVs that are petrol, they're actually pretty good on fuel. So.
Yeah. Talk Up Media says 10 weeks until Red Senonats. I got a message the other day asking if we're heading to Red Senonats. We don't have that one in our calendar. Probably a bit much for us this year.
Yeah.
We've got a lot going on. Tyler, you get married in how long? 2 weeks?
A week and 5 days.
A week and 5 days. We've got Tyler getting married.
Yep.
We've got a massive barbecue on out at Brad's, Burnout Box Brad's.
Yep.
Big barbecue out there this weekend.
There's a lot going on at the moment.
A lot happening. So we won't make Red Senonats. Automotive Carnage is one to watch. Whether they can get that desert built Cressida. I don't even know what we call the Cressida. Auto Carnage is going in the Cressida there. James is talking about it then.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got some. Go buy a shirt. Did you get your shirts, James? Did they turn up? Have you got your shirts? So, anyway, Skyline. We're talking about the Skyline.
Yep. Now, how did the Ute go? How's the Ute after the weekend?
You don't want to give any more away about the Skyline. Where's your thought? Hey.
Oh, well, we've got
You want to race it more? Is the thought?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to race it more, and I want to do some stuff to it. I probably won't go the JZ route. I'm just gonna, because I'm pretty sure I've still got the RB30 there that I can still pick up. I don't think that they sold that yet. So if I pick that up and do a build with that over time, just accrue parts, and then when I can eventually put it all together, build something that's, I don't want to go huge power. Something that sort of can,
30 bottom end.
we can contend, have a bit of fun, you and I racing against each other when you got the Gemini going, I reckon.
Yep.
If I can get around the same sort of area you are, I reckon we'll have a bit of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, it'll be harder for you because the Gemini's a light car. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'll need a little bit more power, but my car is about 350, 400 kilos heavier.
yep. But if I'm in the Gemini, it'll help.
Yeah, so only about 200 now.
Darren Davison says borrow the old man's ute. 9 weeks to Pittsworth sprints and burnouts.
Oh yeah, cool. There you go. Mum says it's waiting for you. Maybe a road trip to pick it up at some point. But yeah, and in the immediate future, there is some stuff going on with the Skyline. It'll be a few months though, but then probably the next time I race it, it'll have been changed from what it is right now. I would say.
You reckon? Yeah.
Yeah.
November? Or you won't make it November?
I'll try. Maybe 3 days out, we'll put it in. That'll make another video series like that. I can walk around on my phone looking real stressed while we film it. If that gives anyone an idea.
All right. We'll leave that there. There was a comment there. Now we'll talk about the Ute. James I did see James. I see your comment. Thank you, James, for some where you were able to do some work moderating the chat.
Yep.
For the live stream. I know we got a lot of spammers across the weekend.
Well, we did. I was trying to get rid of them as much as I could.
But thanks, James, for being there in the chat. And he says,
Absolutely.
let's not dodge. He said the elephant. I'll pick on your spelling. The elephant in the room, which is how Sally is now the fastest OTL driver. Well, that's true. That is true. Did I go faster when what did I do? What time did I do in the Chrysler, in the Centura?
7.0s, I think, probably around there.
On the 8th, was it?
Yeah, it might have been 7.0s or something like that. It was like low 7s at least. You probably have the time slips there somewhere.
Yeah, I can't remember. I have to go back and watch the video what I got to. I don't know if I got that quick. It was like a 9-second car.
Yeah.
But does that count because it wasn't our car? Either way, Sally, we'll call Sally officially the fastest OTL driver.
Yep. For now.
For now. It has had me in a mad rush all week.
Mm-hmm.
But Sally was 3 tenths? Was it 3 tenths? 300, 3 tenths.
That 773 to a 776.
Yeah, so Sally is quicker. That's 100, no, tenths. I don't know. Hundredths. Someone help me. My maths is not good. Sally is quicker. She does have a weight advantage. I'm obviously
300ths of a second, I think.
There you go, 300ths of a second. She does have a weight advantage. I'm a little bit heavier these days. Just look at the videos. Watch the timeline of the videos. Go back a couple of years and then have a look at me now. Jeez, I've been putting on the weight. I'll have to lose some weight so I can get quicker, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, Sally is quicker. So James, definitely, mate.
Now
the
Shane,
Ute's running good.
Yeah.
The Ute's fine. The Ute's fine. I think we got to the end of the weekend. The Ute, other than the aircon needs regassing in the Ute, which we don't use while racing, but the aircon needs regassing, which we only did 12 months ago. So there's obviously some sort of an issue there.
Yep.
But we'll have air conditioning back in that. We'll get
it's probably some sort of issue there, considering you don't drive it that often.
No, we don't. So um, it doesn't come out much. But we'll fix the ute up. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Still driving. Everything's fine. Drove home. No worries. Just ran all weekend. Sally she might remember how many passes she did. She did count up her time slips. I don't know. She did
I know
probably close to
Paige
30 passes.
did 6 on the first day, 9 on the second day, and 3 on the third day.
Yep. Hundreds. Thank you, Chris.
She did 18 passes over the weekend. There you go.
Kelly, no excuses. I'm just big and fat. That's my. I don't know if that's an excuse or just an admission.
Bit of both. You did have issues with the F truck, and that leads
I
into
did.
Mark's
So
question.
yeah. Now nobody saw that. And if you're on my personal Facebook, you might know, but nobody saw that. But after the event, we went to leave. Tyler had gone. Everyone had gone. The whole place is empty. I've gone to start the F truck, and it kicked over, and then dead. Just wouldn't start. So pop that bloody big bonnet, get under there, have a look around. Pretty hard to tell if I got fuel, other than the fact that I could tell that all the power was on and the relays were on, everything was on. We had gas because it's LPG, so there was gas there. I don't know how else to healthy Dave. No one is fat. Thanks, Kelly. I'm very healthy. So yeah, other than it was all on, so it must be gas. Yeah, can't tell. It's not a fuel carby, LPG. But then I had no spark, So yeah, there was no spark there. I've pulled off the distributor cap, had a look. There was maybe look, I don't know if you could even call it corrosion. There was really nothing under there. It looked pretty good. I did give it a bit of a scratch with a screwdriver and had a look. Got in there as best I could. Still no spark. Yeah, checked it all out. Couldn't work out why. So we had to go home. We had to leave it and drive that home. Brad lives close to the track. Kelly says she doesn't know what the F truck looks like, but it would have been on the stream at some point, Tyler.
Yes, yep. I might be able to actually bring up the video. Here we go. The video's on the
Yeah.
screen there for now for anyone. So this was the F truck run. This was the one pass that you did all weekend.
And then it just parked up until the end of the weekend and then wouldn't start. So I had no spark. Brad lives out near the track. I had to go to work the next day. The track's closing. I couldn't do anything. It must be a coil. So I left some cash with Brad. He had a day off. So does it sound good? I can't hear it.
Oh, there's no sound on that one.
Oh, no sound on that one.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot to press the sound on button.
Whoops. Anyway, Brad gave him some cash for a new coil. Said, let's get a new coil, chuck that on. Must be the coil, must have, done its dash. He did that, rings me up, says, Dave, still not going. I said, all right. I'm working now. It's Monday. I've got to work through the week. I can't get back out there. The place is only now open during office hours. So, yeah, a bit of a struggle.
Yep.
I got a mobile mechanic. I did ring a couple of breakdown services, and they said they could get there on the 27th of July. I said, so that's not much of a breakdown service.
No.
But they said, yeah, try some of the bigger places.
Did you ring some in America or something? Or
no, that was just.
Is that why it took so long? They had to fly over?
I was ringing locals. And they said, yeah, they were just booked out. And they said, try some bigger places like Auto Kings or Lubemobile. You might get someone there. So I tried Lubemobile. They said Saturday. So this was Monday. Lubemobile said Saturday. Brad got onto Auto Kings and they said we could get out there tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning. They got out there at 7 a.m. I I think they rang Brad. They had a chat to Brad. He told them what he'd done. We're pretty sure it was an ignition module at this point in time.
Mhm.
But I not being there, I don't know what sort of ignition module, what it looks like, or anything to even get one, or can get there because I'm at work and I can't get time off because all my time's booked for racing events for the whole year, right?
Yep.
Like all of us. The guy at Auto Kings, he goes out, has a look, rings me back probably, or he rang me and I spoke to him. He rang Brad, maybe 45 minutes. He was there. He rings up, says your truck's going. I said, geez, mate. I said, what was it? And he said, well, he said, I haven't done anything like this since I was in TAFE. He said, I don't know how to work on old vehicles. I had to ring my dad. So he rang his dad, who does have a like a Ford XY or something, and got some tips off his dad. He said, I've got a $3,000 snap-on computer that I plug into the car and it tells me what's wrong with it. He said, I can't do that with your car. He said, but there's only a few things it can be, right? Because you obviously, yeah. Now, he said he did some fault finding and found there was a positive wire on the negative side of the coil. And I said, well, I don't know how that was because I drove it there. And I've
Yep.
been driving it like that since I bought it. So
Mhm.
I don't know how that could even be possible. And he said, I did that and I cleaned under the distributor cap. He said it didn't look dirty, but I cleaned under there, put that back on, fixed up the wire on the coil, and it started. So I don't know. Brad went, picked it up, drove it home, and I looked under the bonnet, and the wires look exactly like they were when I left it. So, because I know the two wires that were on the negative side, because I was looking at them,
Yep.
because I thought they could use some new connectors. They were still on there. So I don't know what he was talking about with that wire. It looked exactly the same as when I left it. But yeah,
Just a bluebird.
that's what it was.
Dropped us
Yeah.
$15.
Woo! Thank you.
As my perks say, I've been an OTL member for 11
My
months
perks
and
says
30
I've
days.
been an OTL member for 11 months, 30
Whoa,
days.
so nearly a year.
Why not just say a
Because
year?
why not just say a
Great
year?
show. Roy and I look forward to
Why
it
not
all
just say
week,
a year? Yeah.
every week. Much love to
Thank
all my
you.
homies here, Heart.
You
Thank
guys
you.
have been
Appreciate
amazing.
it.
Always through.
Now, Shane asked as well before. Shane Salmon said, what did the F truck run? It ran a 13.269.
There you go. It is the 8th, not a quarter. I did mean to take the draggy and get a quarter mile time. We'll probably never get another opportunity to run the F
Well, you
truck
might.
down. I guess I could. I could do it any time. They're pretty good out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have a draggy that we've not even used. Bought off Golby's.
Mhm.
So, Junior, g'day. I do need a drink though, Tyler. So
All right.
I'll let you chat a little bit while I grab.
You don't have a mysterious hand to deliver drinks?
No, she's not even here.
Oh, there you go.
She went for dinner.
Adam Geary, how are you? Ricky says Tyler was watching Cletus McFarland earlier and was thinking he just about cost himself a turbo the way he flamed back through the turbos. The way he had that NOS set up. Yes. I did. I actually only just watched that video before we went live on the show, pretty much. Pretty crazy. That was a pretty wild little setup they did. Nice, nice and simple to get it spooled up on the line though, especially in the high altitude. I think he was making like 4 psi or something when they want to make 7. And the only way he could get it up to 7 is if he just absolutely cooked the transmission trying to get it there. It is, Mark. It is. We haven't actually. I don't know whether Dave has, but haven't taken it out of the box yet. I think there's also, even in my the power tune dash that I've got in the car, I'm pretty sure there's also a way that I can do like an elapsed time, quarter mile stuff, and speed 0 to 100 times and everything like that within the dash, which is pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely, James. Absolutely. I think it was having a little bit of rough time. But LS George's car, the Blazer, thing is on song. It's going well. It is going well. Once they can get that front end to stay down, that thing will go insane. See you, Carnage. Thanks for tuning in. Legend. Absolutely, Ricky. They were on top of it. Welcome back. You made
Hey,
it.
I did make it. I did. You know, I'm drinking my 76% rum, Dollar.
Yep.
I think I've had one beer, one rum. I walked out and I thought, geez, I feel a bit tipsy already. It's a bit scary. It's potent stuff. Maybe I'm still mixing it a bit strong.
Mark says my son did a quarter mile pass with the draggy on the weekend, a spot on 1372 at 100 miles per hour.
Nice. Yeah, that's not bad. That was in one of the GDIs.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a great time. We had a great time out there. So we did that pass in the F truck. The girls raced in the cars. Where we headed with the Ute, I guess if we go back a little bit to the Ute,
Mhm.
I think the end of the weekend ended with me talking to Armstrong Autos about a nitrous kit that he's got sitting there. So I'll give that away.
The red Polo GTI. There you go.
The red.
Shane says, what did you get the Skyline to over the 8th last year? That was a 8223. I did?
On the radials.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to go diving on the time slips to find what the time was before going to the radials.
Yep.
But I think it was like a 85, 86, 87, somewhere around there. And that was with a 192360. Like it's still sort of it launches, but it doesn't really launch.
So yeah, it's we'll work on that. We'll work on that.
We'd get a much quicker time if I could get some boost on the line, I reckon.
Yeah. So yeah, Biffo, we'll throw gas at the LS. We've got a Gemini that's in the build. That's a 900 kilo car that has a 2.6 liter turbo engine in it. It's going to go quick. That's
Yeah.
It's probably a year away because there's a lot of stuff to happen in that. So
and everything is custom made, and you can't.
To give a little bit away to those 33 people watching now. I'm currently waiting on pistons and rods and stuff like that because it's all a very big waiting game for that.
Yeah.
Well, my engine builder is waiting on pistons and rods and bits and pieces. So we've got a whole brand new engine, the same as
What's in it currently?
That has it at the moment, but
getting
built. Getting built. So we'll have more of that as we get closer. But along with that, there's everything else that has to happen. There's the whole management side of it, of the engine management. There's the transmission, where we go with that. There is the rear end, what we do with that. I don't think the old Gemini torque tube will handle what we're going to throw at it. And then we can, I don't know, go do wheel stands.
Maybe.
So, but that's probably a year-long journey, I think, with what we do with that. So, we'll see where we end up. We'll throw some NOS at the Ute. We'll see what happens with that. I think the plan is we go pick up the HJ next, and you'll see that. The HJ should be just about ready.
Yep.
We go pick up that. It's up at Armstrong Auto. We'll get up to Armstrong Automotive, pick up the HJ, drop off the Ute, it's probably time that it had a really good check over with Rob and Mechanical Dave and the crew up there, Foley, all the crew. We get them to have a look at it, because all we did was swap a transmission, swap a turbo 400 out, pull a manual out, throw a turbo 400 in that 3 days before an event, went and raced it, and then we've just been racing it since and doing stuff with it since, and it's never been back to finish it off like it was. Get it going, get it happening.
It's not had like a proper tune since.
It's not been tuned
changed or anything.
since. No, it's not been. There's just nothing. We've just pulled it out of the shop, raced it, and just kept driving it like that, and it's held up. But yeah. James says, why not use the 6060 out of the Ute? I've got that sitting here still. I think it's a T56, James. I was only just the other night looking at some websites to try and tell the difference between T56 and a 6060, but the Ute's an 07, so I'm pretty positive the 07 SS was a T56. I'll probably just sell it. I don't think I want a manual. We'll look at a Trimatic is the idea.
Yep.
So we'll talk about that when we do a walk around video of the Gemini, I think. Some of what we're going to do. I know Tyler likes to keep the secrets, but we'll probably let some out of the bag.
No, I'd like to do it in a video. I think is probably the best format. We could have a bit of an update video on all the cars and have a go over a few things. Maybe even in the picking up the HJ video, going for a drive in it. Do a bit of an OTL update over.
Maybe there's a video tomorrow night, Tyler.
Maybe. You'll have to let me know. Yeah.
That'll be the next thing. If I can't wait for Nos to go on the Ute or a Gemini build, maybe I'll just buy something else fast. I've got a shed fund that's sitting there. We're waiting to build the shed, so in the meantime, I can start to spend that and then have to replace it later in a panic. But why not? While I don't have a shed to house all these cars, is buy another car.
Yep.
So.
All right, I got a garage for you.
We'll see if we can get something close to 1,000 horsepower in the next week or two. All going well. At the moment, it's actually not happening. So it was going well last night. It was happening.
Yep.
Tonight, we may not be happening. So, yeah, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, you got a 763 at 101.
101 is not
at
bad.
Rocky Nuts.
It's bloody good mile per hour.
Malacca Media says we'll need to be a Barra, Dave. Hoff says stuff.
I've always wanted to stuff. Yeah, I've offered to buy stuff off you, Hoff. You won't sell it. Maybe I've got to throw more money at you. He loves it. He does love it. 101's not bad miles per hour. Tyler, you 90, 91, 92 mile per hour in the Skyline?
91's the best I've gotten, yeah. But that wasn't my quickest pass either.
Yeah, yep.
On the radials, we did 87 at 8.2.
Yep, and a 763. We're doing, what are we, 770s in the Ute?
Yep.
And high 80s, low.
Yeah, I think you're like 88, 89 around there.
Mile per hour, yeah.
Yeah, we get very similar mile per hour.
You just hear what you want to hear, Shero. Oh, Scotty Shero. So we might, I might get to go hang out with Hoff, watch him do some shenanigans. I'll go film a bit of stuff for Nugget, maybe next weekend. Help him out. So there is a bit on as well, Tyler. There's racing on tomorrow. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, there's a few people tomorrow.
Yep.
Heading to what is it? Independent Drag Racing.
IDRP, Independent Drag Racing Promotions.
That's it. I couldn't think of it, but you did well. Thank you. You're on the spot. IDRP.
Yep.
That will be on. Tomorrow they got a test day, which is Kenda, by the way, guys. If you're wondering who IDRP is, that's Scott Harker, Justin Simpson.
Mhm.
They're doing one of their test days, so they'll. I think they're working on the track today out there, get it ready. So there's a few big cars heading to that tomorrow.
G'day, Prawns
We'll
Dog.
wait and see.
How are you? Malacca says private event at Willowbank. Should see some good numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, there will be some good numbers out there. I know they're working on the track, so yeah, it should be good. There's some footage also of cash days. Who asked about cash days? Someone asked about cash days.
Jason says, "Hey, Hoff, will there be a video from your weekend at Cash Days?"
If you want to have a look, there is some stuff. Is that on the Oz Talk page?
It's either on OzTalk or Ozaid.
Ozaid might be on Ozaid. There is some stuff I did watch back. So yeah, go and have a look at that. There's there's videos from throughout the day, all the different stuff that happened out there at Coralbin on the weekend. That was massive. It was, what was amazing was that we had so much on the weekend, Tyler. Right?
Absolutely.
We did. And I know there was people that were booked for road trip, but the dates moved because it got put off, which ended up a rainy weekend anyway, so it worked out perfect for us. The dates ended up got shifted because of work to the track, and it fell on the same weekend as Coralbin. So some people that were booked for road trip did Coralbin because they were already doing that.
Yeah.
And yeah, look, we thought, oh, how's that going to go? Like I drove into road trip thinking, oh, how busy is it going to be? I drove in there on Friday morning. It was packed.
Yeah, 177 entrants did the road leg on Saturday. Just to
That's
give
the
you an
road
idea.
leg
Well,
on that. There's some
173,
people that
sorry,
mightn't have made it.
173.
173, and there's people that mightn't have made it to that point.
Yeah.
After Friday. So that was
G'day,
massive.
Mal.
Road trip was massive. Coralbin, g'day, Mal. Coralbin, massive.
Yeah.
As well. So there was no shortage of cars out there. That
No.
was packed. Some big cars out there. You had Golby's 10 years. You had Cash Days. Shitloads going on out there. So we're packed at road trip. We're packed out there. I think they had like 2,000 spectators out there. It was pretty packed.
Yeah.
Then you had on Saturday Power Play.
Yeah. Which they had. Someone said they got like 1,000 cars out there or something.
It's packed.
Yeah.
Right? You're thinking, oh, someone's got to suffer. Power Play packed.
Yeah.
So road trip packed, Coralbin packed, Power Play packed, all on the same day. How good is that for the car scene?
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we're all in this southeast Queensland spot,
Mhm.
and that was just insane.
Then you had big events like the Darwin Triple Crown was on. With the V8s, you had the burnouts and the drags and stuff on up there.
There's so much happening. So yeah, just bloody amazing. I think that everyone was probably thinking, shit, we got all this stuff happening all on the same weekend. What's this going to do for everyone? But it was still great for every event. Still had a great event. So
Absolutely.
I think that's just amazing. I would have loved to have been at the mall though. It's probably the hardest thing for me is that I had to just go to one. So we had fun. I had a great time, but I would have loved it if they were 1 week after the other and we could have went to all of them.
Yeah.
It would have been cool. But yeah, we didn't get to see all of them, but watch some videos. Check it out. I haven't watched much on Power Play yet. I haven't watched any videos there. I don't know whether Dave Reed might have a mashup. Ausaid Quick Street, absolutely epic. I've spoke to heaps of people who are out there, and from Lucker Media, I spoke to heaps of people out there. They loved it. Had a great time. Yeah. So
Yep, Dave's got a video up. 18th June Power Cruise Power Play Mashup 2022.
he does. There you go. So I'll have to go and have a look at that one. Dave Reed, legend. So always there helping us out as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just can't say enough for the car scene that we were able to have so many cool events on in the same week and still pull it all off. Everyone's able to make it happen and put a good event on. Nobody suffered. It was perfect. Every event just killed it. I don't know. Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No. That was awesome. Awesome weekend at Road Trip as well.
I see some another question from Biffo. We got through all your questions. Did you record your questions from earlier?
Yeah, I believe we've gotten through all the ones that have been asked. If I missed your question, make sure you ask again.
Mark asks, "Are we going to Palmyra?"
Yes.
Oh, that was simple.
Yep.
Quick,
we'll be up
easy
there.
answer from Tyler.
Yep.
Doesn't
Yeah,
talk
we'll be up
anywhere near
there.
as
We'll be
much
up
as
there
me.
doing the streaming for the road trip. No car racing this time for us at all. Probably would like to. It'd be cool to give it a go, but slightly difficult to get cars up there at the moment for us, along with all the streaming equipment.
Yep.
So just the stream with Burnout Box Brad and Trackside Trev will be coming up with us as well, giving us a hand as usual.
Yep.
And smash out the 3 days of live streaming it somewhere new again.
Well, hopefully you've got the internet sorted, Tyler.
Yeah, just trying to work that out because it says it's on the product they sent to me to use. It says it on back order.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we're trying to boost some signal for that. Malacca Media says car scene is a good place at the moment. Yep, we just got to watch your videos at Joe's Diner and have a look at that to see how amazing it is. That place just packs out.
And all the places that Mal gets around to as well,
Mal, Dad's Garage, get over there and have a look at some of the videos over there. You'll see some cool shit. So it is pretty amazing.
Matty Crick says, do you fold or scrunch? Definitely scrunch. Just scrunch it up, chuck it out.
Oh, really? No, fold.
You're a folder?
Fold all the way.
I'm all about the speed. Quick scrunch and just go on.
Questions. Important questions. So, which way do you put that paper up, Tyler? Mullets or beards?
Hang on a minute. What?
Which way do you put the toilet paper on the toilet paper roller? Is it mullets or beards?
Oh, beards.
Mullets is just weird, right?
It is. Hoff says nobody folds.
Right, that's good. Folding here. Folding.
Absolutely,
Can't trust the scruncher,
absolutely.
Mal. Can't trust the scruncher. Oh, that's right, Mal. So yeah, well, keep an eye out. There could be a lot happening in the next couple of weeks on our channel. There could be not a lot.
There's at least, we can guarantee there's at least 3 road trip videos. You got day 2, day 3, and then one full mashup of all 3 days of the girls racing.
Yep. And then we'll do a video of the Gemini and bits and pieces around here, and that may end up in 2 videos, or it may be 1, just depending how the next few days go.
Yep. Old Fart Sheds Steve says, do you gargle or swallow? I tend not to drink my mouthwash. I like to spit it back down the sink.
I don't know what else he'd be
drinking
talking about.
mouthwash is a little read the bottle, it's a little dangerous, so don't do that one.
Johnny says, fold, less chance of getting a figure surprise. Speaking of back order, Sir Scott, the gear that got stuffed up in the accident is on the back order until 2024. It's going to have to fix it. So talking about his ute. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess that's probably a pretty big rundown of where we're at after
Yep.
the weekend. I'll talk about the Gemini where it's at right now. And we'll probably do a bit more of that in the video. But the Gemini right now has just had all the suspension done, which we do need to redo the back end anyway. So I probably wasted a couple of bucks on the rear end of it. But I did replace all the suspension. It handles on the road beautifully.
Yep.
I will say Pro Track, Darren at Pro Track and the guys down at Pro Track, Albie and everyone down there, they're amazing. They make an old car drive like a new car, and it's perfect. They did the HJ, they've done the Gemini. It's very good. Suspension's perfect. Brakes work all right. Pulls up, no problems. It's currently got the 2.6 litre in it.
Yep. It's got a fuel leak unless you fix that.
It does have a fuel leak. I think I fixed it the other night. I haven't been to check. I
There you go.
tightened it up. It's just a fitting. It was just a fitting on the fuel pump in
Probably
the
just a
boot.
bit loose. And what was it in third gear? You put your foot to the floor, boost it up, and then take your foot off the accelerator. It keeps going for a second.
Yeah. Sort of if you take off from the lights and you'll go first, second, third. When it hits boost in third, and especially if you're like in lights and cars around you, like by the time you hit boost in third, you're going relatively quick. You'll let off the accelerator and it seems to take off a little bit quicker. So, because it's boosting, it hits boost, you let off, and it's boosting. It's like sits you in the seat and wants to go. Except the only problem is you've let off of the accelerator at this point in time, and it's still going.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure what's going on there. It could be this whole blow through turbo setup. The Hoff's there; he might have an idea. I don't know. Does it? Our theory at the moment is the boost is holding the butterflies open. I don't know. Or it's all random.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it does continue to go fast after you take the foot off.
Of course, James. Absolutely.
I don't think it's a sticky throttle. I don't know what it is.
In its current state, it's quick, but it's not that quick.
No, I'm not sure what horsepower it's got at the moment. It's not huge. It's just a light car.
Yeah.
I think it'd probably only run a low 13 on the quarter, maybe, in its current state. What do you reckon? Tyler, you reckon I'm probably close to that?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe a little.
So,
I don't know. Hard to say.
It's probably you don't reckon maybe not quite there. You think maybe a high 13?
It's hard to say as to how much it's got once you get past third gear as well, and you haven't really been all the way in third gear either.
No, actually, at all the way in third gear, it does. It stumbles.
Yeah.
So all the way in third gear, it runs out of fuel. First, it can handle full boost in first, full boost in second. It's got 18 pound. Full boost in third, it runs out of fuel, and it's like you've got no fuel, but starts to fall over, and it does the same at in fourth and fifth. So it just doesn't have enough fuel, and I don't know if that's just not a big enough float size because it's got like a 350 Holly blow through turbo. Lock it in, chain 1428. I don't know. A blow through turbo 350 Holly. Maybe the bowl's not big enough on it. We just got to get rid of that whole blow through thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it tells me. And we've already got
Everything in the works to do that.
Yeah, it's all gone. Yeah, it all definitely all gone. I have a surge tank in the boot ready to hook connect. I don't think it's that, James. I think it's just the carby setup. That I think it'll be the bowl. Can't get enough fuel into the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. He told the guy I bought it off said it was a fuel pump problem because there's a brand new fuel pump in the boot to connect to a bigger one, and he said it was because he's got an Aeroflow fuel pump on there. There is a setup in there already, 2 pumps and stuff, but the main one's the Aeroflow pump that's 15 psi fuel pressure, and we're pushing 18 pound of boost in. That 18 pound of boost against 15 pound of fuel pressure doesn't work, which makes sense. Yeah, so that's possibly the problem. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll just get rid of that. That's the whole thing. That's what we're doing. Once we've got the new engine, it'll all be gone.
Yep.
And then we'll get there'll be no bloody hollies. There'll be no carbies. There'll be no blow through setup. Fuel pressure regulator, James is thinking. Should go up, yeah. But if the pump can only do 15, does that mean that's all we can get to? Ricky asked question. 550 wheel horsepower VX Calais low 12. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would definitely think so. I think the VX would be lighter than the VE. Calais a little bit heavier maybe, but yeah, 550. That's decent. John Lee asks, have I watched Steve Morris's blow through carbs small block video? No. James says every PSI boost you need to go up in fuel pressure too. Well, I can only get to 15 pound of fuel pressure, 15 PSI fuel pressure. That's all that pump will go to. That's the Aeroflow pump. It's only a little pump that's on there. There's a whole nother setup there that we could connect up, but it's that he was started on when I bought it off him. But I don't know if it's worth mucking around with because we're not going to bother.
Yeah. We might as well go through some events.
Blow through. It's definitely blow through. Events, Tyler. Talk us through it.
So we got Saturday and Sunday this weekend out at Queensland Raceway is the 2 Days of Thunder, 6:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. 5 races plus qualifying for the weekend.
Okay.
There is practice on Friday as well, but it is an extra cost. Enter and pay via the Queensland Raceway website. Cars and Coffee at Cafe L. It's on 7:30 a.m. at Cafe L. Saturday, yep.
Quickly, just back, Talk Hub says, are we talking blow through? Could be relevant to his interests.
Yep.
Mechanical Dave, g'day.
G'day, Mechanical Dave. How are you?
We're coming for a visit soon.
We have the Autobahn Bellbird Park meet, greet and chat at Autobahn Bellbird Park, 3:30 p.m. That goes till, it says 4:30, but I'm assuming it might go a little bit later. The June car meet at Accelerate Church, 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. on Saturday. We have the Timeless June meet at the Masters at Upper Coomera. 6 p.m.
Okay, yep.
6
All
p.m.
happening up
start.
there again. I
Yep.
love what we call it Masters at Upper Coomera still, but
Yeah, it was like a super cheap
it
there
hasn't
now.
been
It's super
Masters
cheap
for a
and
year.
yeah, it's Homeco I think is what it's called now.
It hasn't been Masters for years,
Yeah,
has it?
it's still called. Everyone still refers to it as Masters. I think because as soon as you say Masters Upper Coomera, everyone knows where you mean.
Because that was the old Yank Tanks
Yep.
site.
Yeah, last time there was a meet there. I don't think I'm
You
not sure if it
drove
was
through, didn't you?
Timeless. No, we didn't drive through because it was so packed. You couldn't get in there.
You had no power steering.
Yes, we did have no power steering at that point, and it
How
was
did the
packed.
power
Like,
steering go?
it's fixed now. All good. Yeah, the belt was just a little bit loose.
So you did it. You've done repairs to the car before road trip yourself, Tyler.
Yep.
You've had yourself and Brad worked on it at road trip.
Yep.
How much footage do we get of all this?
None.
Look what he does to you guys. There's so much that happens that would record that shit, mate. Record that. I told him.
You did the
Told
same.
him you wanted to see it. Hey?
Did you do the
Did I do
same?
this? Oh, what did I do?
No, I'm saying you do
Other
the
than-
same.
Other than breakdown in the F truck, the H truck.
No,
the
I'm
F
just saying.
truck.
I'm just saying you. I'm just saying you do the same when you do stuff. You're like, oh, you do it, and then you're like, oh, probably should have filmed that.
Yeah, we're pretty bad.
Unless it was something we
So
had
many channels are
specifically
better than
planned.
us.
Yeah,
We're glad you guys.
we'll get
stick
there
with
one
us.
day.
So we're glad you guys.
Well, I think
stick
we
with
just
us.
both
So
need a
So
GoPro.
many better channels.
I think we just both need a GoPro at the house, and we just take
Yeah.
any time we go near the car, and you
I
just
think
press
we've got
go on it.
enough that we could do.
Probably. We got all Jap Day on this weekend, 7 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, Earnshaw Road in Banyo. And that was a big one last
I could go
time.
to that in my JDM car that I don't have anymore, Tyler.
Yeah.
Because now that I realise that I did have a JDM car and was driving an Integra, I don't have an Integra anymore.
No, you sold it.
But you can get over and check out Teggy Tegra on Instagram. I think it's called Teggy Integra. Integra's got a new life and
Yep.
getting a lot more love than it did here.
Absolutely. A lot more love, a lot more use, being driven as it should be.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks better. it's all polished and looking schmick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a new P plate owner and I think she's officially got her P plates actually this week.
Oh, there you go.
So shout out to Bonnie.
Good stuff. We have the Coffee and Cars Terranora Car Run, the Pavilions Marketplace, 8 a.m. on Sunday. We have Cars, Bikes and Coffee monthly meet at Tilly's Cafe, 8 a.m. till 3 p.m. Queensland Cars and Culture is on 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. at Espresso 25. That's usually a pretty big one. It usually gets packed down there. We got the monthly Show and Shine on at Superformance in Redland Bay, 8 a.m. till 9 a.m. That one was pretty big last time we went there. They had a fair few cars show up to that. And we have the 2022 Lakeside 8th Mile season.
Yeah, it's been going up.
Back 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. on
I
Sunday.
think they sent me a text message today, actually.
There you go, trying to get you to come back. Ballarat Utes. G'day, how are you?
G'day. Old Farts Shed says when you run a carby, you need to go 7 or 8 pound pressure, otherwise it keeps the needle and seat open, which causes the overfueling, which could be my whole third gear just keeps running problem.
Yeah. Talk Hub says
What's
our
another
ProCharged XY build gets above 20 psi fuel pressure up the top RPM. You just need to mod your carb a bit to suit. Boost reference power valves are a good thing. It says once you get pushing 20 psi boost and 800 horsepower, you start running into needing to look at dual needle and seat bowls, which is what we eventually did on the XY for safety margin. There you go.
Okay. Yep. I know nothing about the whole blow-through side of things. Well, it's the first ever turbo car I've owned as well. And I've done nothing with it other than, fix the alternator and hopefully fix the fuel leak.
Yep.
And scare myself whenever I hit third gear and it doesn't slow down and I hit boost. You felt it too, Tyler. I took you
Yes.
for a drive, and you felt it when I'm like,
Yes, and I
not
could see you get off the
accelerating.
throttle and and it's still going. You go, hang on a minute, that's not right.
At least you weren't doing it with cars in front of you.
Yeah.
That was scarier.
You're not off to any events this weekend, neither are we, Dads. Well, actually, we are. We're off to a barbecue. It's this weekend,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yep. Definitely. I got some stuff on the weekend after. There's heaps on again the weekend after, but that'll be just a couple of days out from your wedding, Tyler. You getting nervous?
Yeah, I still got to write my speech.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I got some stuff to give you in reference to your.
Have you
your
got
stuff.
a program? I think
Yes.
of your wedding.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll help.
Yep. On the day they'll have a chat to you as well. They said.
Oh. Well, rein me in a little bit.
Yep.
Can I take my couple of bottles in a circle? 76.
You need a couple of bottles, do you?
Yeah. Probably
If you
would
get through a couple of
first half. I don't think I get through the first half of that stuff. It's like...
The one that you made me, that one's, I had to keep just watering it down with more and more and more Coke until I could drink it.
I've had a couple like that tonight. It just saves so much effort if you mix your drinks that way, Tyler. It's just, you can drink all night, or you can just have 4 and be done with it.
Yeah. Talk Hub says, fuck written speeches, just wing it. Nothing ever went wrong at a wedding with a drunken speech off the cuff. I did think about that. My plan is probably just to do some dot points and write a couple of jokes to rattle off during my speech.
Yeah. I'd
Write down all the people I've got to
except
thank. So I don't
somehow
forget
I've
anyone.
ended up with the job of talking all night, not just the speech.
Yeah.
Don't I normally, doesn't, the father of the groom just normally have a bit of a speech and be done? But no, you've given me the job of talking all night. I reckon I'm probably pretty good for the first 2 hours. After that, who knows?
Yeah.
Shit just gets loose. And you obviously know that because, it's not like you and Paige don't know that that's probably what's expected.
Yeah.
Are you just thinking that all the guests that will be offended will have left by that time?
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Trev says a PowerPoint and slideshow. Like he's thinking. We could do that.
Do you start it off with you've got a pie chart up there. So as you can see, the sales growth for this month. Oh, hang on, wrong speech.
Live stream the wedding. You guys would be there for sure if we did do that. But that would be maybe Trevor, you're available to come and do some filming. He's busy building shit. So, no, it's
Hey Beck.
It's all happening. Hey Beck. Hey.
Dang Dang says, I gave one of the best man speeches ever at my mate's wedding. I was still shaking like a dog to the point where I started my speech with, I'm shitting myself.
So good. So yeah, a couple of hours in, with me, it's definitely probably going to get loose. And that's too late now for Tyler to change his mind. Yes. Isn't it?
Yep. Oh, good stuff.
But
though.
surely
It's got a
you knew
Chev, 57 Chev sedan. Oh, we knew that. That's why we chose you.
Let's get over, check out Ballarat Ute Boys. Gonna like his channel. We'll go and have a look.
Mm-hmm.
I have to write that down. Brad's already passed out. He had a big week. He had to try and fix his F-truck on Monday. On his day off to catch up on this stuff, he was mucking around with the F-truck. He's got a big barbecue on this weekend.
Yep.
It's all happening at Brad's place.
It is.
Barbecues. I'll sign Trev. The whole idea was actually that we could make some money off the whole live stream stuff by live streaming weddings and events and other things uncar related or non-car related would be the better terminology there.
Yep.
With all the equipment that we bought to live stream drag racing, and we were just too slack to actually like
Advertise it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Beck says
now
he is in bed,
go with more.
heading there too. No sleep the last couple of days. Yeah, it is hard work organising a barbecue.
Have you finished
know what
sticking
that's like.
together? Beck, have you finished sticking together your stubby holders? They were busy putting all the bottoms in their own stubby holders. So.
There you go. But
That
that's
main media shop was pretty bad. I only gave them half a job done.
Nah,
So,
that's pretty much it. That's all we got.
there you go.
Thanks everyone for tuning in to a bit of a manic chat, having a bit of fun, and catching up with everyone.
Just chilling, hanging out. With 35 watching, it's probably one of the better people have hung around to have us talking crap and chatting in the comments with us. And
Yep.
32 likes. That's pretty good, guys. It's not a bad effort. So
Yep. Thank you very much, and thanks
appreciate
to
it. 55
Simple and Mad Kiwi and Sister Bluebird for the donos. Thanks to the members. Thanks to the subscribers.
And that big one, don't know.
Yeah, it's Simple. $100, legend. Thank you.
Thank you. That helps out heaps.
No worries, Ricky. Good luck. Hope all is well there.
We
Hope
will
it's
get
not
the
too
shirts
bad.
out. Some new shirts on the site very shortly. So of the new design, and there's a lot of call out for that. I did say we would offer it for the members only to start with, so we'll get it up there, offer it out to you guys. You just get first dibs on it.
Yep.
So if you're a member, you'll get.
You
first
in the
dibs on
barbecue
that.
lane. Absolutely, dads. Cheers, Simon. The chat, good chat.
There is a smoke fest on the Gold Coast next weekend too, Tom.
There is.
Your fiance sent me that.
Yeah, she asked me. She said, "Should I send that to your dad?" I said,
Why
"Sure,"
were they
but I think he's
advertising
going
that
out there.
Yeah. I'm going out to Willowbank, but I would like to check that out.
No worries, Dang Dang. Thanks for tuning in, anyways.
We love you guys come in and hang out with us and make it what it is. We'd have nothing to talk about if you guys didn't put stuff in the chat. Is Simon there? Is that famous? Did we have the famous radio racer? Did he?
Yeah, he did. He's in the chat there.
Wow, we've made it now. Have we got?
Yeah, the winner of the That's Tough award as well on the weekend.
Oh my, that's the famous radio racer, Simon O'Carroll, Simon O'Candles, the famous radio racer guys in our chat. This channel, Cletus, eat your heart out. Hey? Cletus has got nothing on us. We're there. It's all happening here. Wow. Can't wait to get a selfie or something with Simon.
Well, an interview where the card runs out.
Yes. Yeah, Brad. Good stuff. Thanks for joining us. We got to tune out.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Always great fun. There is a podcast. There is a podcast as well. If you want to catch up on some old episodes, check.
They're all on the channel.
All.
If you want to see every episode all the way back to where this started on episode 1, they're all on the channel.
So they're all there. There's a podcast there. You can find us on Apple, iTunes, or Spotify.
Yeah.
All the places where you listen to people talk bullshit, you can find us. That's what we do. Also, go back and watch the lives. Tyler, I think that would be really good if you just cut out the Saturday night section and make a video out of that as well. So look, Simon O'Carroll's getting fans in the chat as well. So told you. Love your work from James. So,
yeah.
Jim from Jim's Pool says back. Jim.
Mad
Pool
MCM
Jesus.
says all you need is LS George and a racetrack.
That's it. That is it. All right.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.
Got to tune out. See you guys.